that's actually crazy. Like, what? These cards are like the craziest thing ever. Damn, this is like, I'm not experienced in card opening, so I'm like not nervous but excited. And 32 cards each. Wow. Peyton Tolley before I can even see the name. I've never played against Peyton, but two-way guy in college that was pretty unbelievable. So that's a cool start. John Spikerman, teammate in the Cape Cod. One of the fastest guys I've ever played with, so that's cool. I've actually heard from other people that Spike is one of the most common packs that people keep seeing Spikerman in these draft packs, so I don't know. So Nick Mitchell actually just got traded to the Guardians. I played against him in the Cape Cod, and this is a Blue Jays card, but within 6 months he's a Guardian. So future teammate, and that's pretty cool that I get. Hopefully I get one of his Guardians cards sometime soon. Kalen Culpepper, one of the strongest arms I've ever played against. There's a lot of guys I've actually been around in this, which is super cool. Ryan Waldschmidt, that's actually a hard one to see. He knocked us out of the college baseball playoffs last year. So Kentucky, yeah, beat Oregon State, that's a tough one. Trey Morgan, stud. Also another guy that's knocked me out of college baseball playoffs, which is wild. Another guy that's knocked me out of college baseball playoffs before, Dylan Cruz. If I get someone from the team that knocked us out my freshman year, that'd be like the final dagger. Oh, that's actually crazy. This is a sick one. The first auto of the pack, and my first packed autograph card ever, is my teammate from college last year, which is wild. It almost seems too good to be true. I hope it's not too good to be true. That's like Aiden May, numbered card. He was the Friday guy at Oregon State last year, dominated all year. Fun guy to be around. He's his own kind of person. Like he's got his own character, personality, just extreme competitor, constantly gets better, works really hard. One of the best sinker slider combinations I've seen, and should be a good arm in the big leagues really quickly. So this is a really cool pack. Wow, this is one of my favorite players, and that's not any BS. Yoshida from the Red Sox, amazing. That's so cool. I've been to Japan 2 times. It's like my favorite country in the world. Outside of my home, I just have a lot of respect for their players and their culture and game. So that's legit, because he's amazing. He's just incredible offensively. He's kind of like a very stocky, and he runs very. He's an interesting player to watch. His swing's obviously super smooth, but then he's someone I would look to, because I feel like we're sort of similar in some ways. Wow. Damn, these cards are incredible. Miggy, throwback Mullins, 1 of 1.
1 of 1.
Wait, that's actually. Wait, no way. This is actually a 1 of 1 jersey patch. Again, I don't believe it. I don't know what to say. When I think of the first players I ever took real note in watching, it was Miguel Cabrera, Albert Pujols, and then a young Mike Trout. And I mean, he came on the scene with the Marlins, and he was just this young, fearless player. That's amazing. Andre Dawson. It's a beautiful autograph. 4-time NL Silver Slugger, 9 out of 25. All these cards are crazy. Evan Carter, XL represent right there. That's nice. Numbered, 9 out of 25. These are all amazing. I'm so happy I opened this box. Again, I don't know how rare this is, but in my head, that's insane. Mike Trout, Juan Soto, Ken Griffey Jr., 1 of 5. 1 of 5. What? What is going on? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. 1 of 1 and a 1 of 5, and it's literally Ken Griffey Jr., Juan Soto, and Mike Trout. I mean, you can't. Soto right now, obviously. Mike Trout, in his prime, is potentially pushing one of the best players of all time, maybe the best. And then we know it's Ken Griffey Jr., the generational way where it changes the game. He changed the game. There's being a great player and then changing the game. And he's that guy. Damn. It doesn't even make sense how perfect the cards that I've been getting are. Oregon State, one of the greatest to ever do it at Oregon State. Gonna be one of the greatest catches of all time. No, Rutch and I have kind of become friends through Oregon State and obviously the draft last year, but just baseball IQ through the roof. people person, like on the field. Like he knows how to control pitches. He steps up in the biggest of moments. Like whenever it was playoff baseball with Oregon State, like he was the best player on the field. Like he just showed up. And so he's the kind of guy that's like, you know, he's going to be a core part in like a World Series winning team at some point. When I get recruited to Oregon State, why do I want to go to Oregon State? Because people like Adley Rushman, like he was just the #1 pick when I decided I wanted to go there. And then you kind of look up to that, and then I get to be the #1 overall pick, and it's like I was literally trying to follow this guy's footsteps. So signed jersey card is super sick. I don't know if there's any more. Stop. Like what? These cards are like the craziest thing ever. A Derek Jeter signed card, 6 out of 40, like with a jersey patch. I mean, this is like, I don't even know what to say. This is a guy that transcended the game and obviously another winner, but to get a signed card is super insane. This is a cool box first off. See if we can continue the hot hand.
What?
What? Greg Maddux, 9 of 10 inscribed, like September 2nd, 1986, Greg Maddux, first K, inscribed card, 9 of 10. That's Julio Rodriguez, numbered, autograph, black and gold. Being in the Northwest in college, I got to watch some Mariner games. I don't know if I've seen many more exciting like baseball players to watch. Like constant smile on his face. Julio is like definitely one of my favorite players, so that's really cool. Vladdy, 7 of 10, red. I remember being like a kid and Vladdy was like the #1 prospect or close to it, and he was just like tearing up the minor leagues. It's unbelievable. The man himself, Corbin Carroll, auto. Wow. I actually saw Corbin yesterday, so that's wild. Corbin's like kind of someone I look to, left-handed hitter, super athletic. It's like a lot of what he does you want to take as like a left-handed hitter that wants to be kind of fast and hit for power. Like he's doing it with the best of them, so that's super sick. This is so funny. I don't know if this is like Power Rangers maybe? Like Gunnar Henderson Power Rangers? I can tell you guys what this is. Gunnar and like a group of the top players with the Orioles decided to show up with like costumes one day. Obviously Gunnar's like one of the top players in baseball, and another guy that's like left-handed hitting infielder. So I've watched a lot of Gunnar Henderson film in my last 12 months for sure. That's cool. Luciano, 4 of 5, it's amazing. I think he's been a high prospect for a long time and he's making an impact with the Giants. That's sweet. No way. Corbin Carroll again. I mean, it just couldn't be real. 3 out of 5 signed, memorabilia patch card, game used jersey probably. Yeah, beautiful card and great person, great player, so that's always a good one. Oh my, 1 of 1. Oh my gosh. Greg Maddux, Ryan Sandberg, Chicago Cubs game used jersey, 1 of 1. How do I explain this excitement? Oh my gosh. I mean, there couldn't be more of like a story. This is a crazy card. Game used 1 of 10 Cal Ripken Jr. shoe with his number on it, Nike shoe. I'm literally a Nike guy, and the crazy part about why I reacted like this about this absolute banger is I did a school assignment when I was 10 years old on Cal Ripken Jr. and spoke in front of the whole school, did a speech and a presentation in an Orioles jersey as Cal Ripken Jr. talking about his life, his career. I'm not even kidding. Read his book. The first book that my like dad ever asked me to read when I was like 10 years old was Cal Ripken's like book. And do you know what? It's not even, there's more to that. My coach when I was in 10U baseball after the season gave me the Cal Ripken Jr. book and wrote like a kind letter to me in the front and was like saying like how much he believes in me and how I should continue to love the game and whatever. And this book is like the epitome of like a baseball player. This is crazy. Part of what's also crazy, the first time I ever traveled to the US, I was playing in the Cal Ripken World Series tournament and met and got a photo with Cal Ripken Jr. And it's just like insane. That's like, this is wild. Absolute banger again. Greg Maddux duel with Randy Johnson. Two of the greatest, probably, couple pitches of all time. I wish I could see it, but like, I mean, that kind of keeps it a surprise. This is amazing. That's wild. Okay, that's cool. All right. Drum roll in the house. Marco Luciano, 5 out of 5, home run kings. Young prospect, rookie card, 5 out of 5, autograph. This is legit. This is the most fun thing I've done all week. You'll see these in the players collection.